Your Pratt Pack Monday. Let's get going. Up first, page one. A person injured after multiple shots were fired near Westmoreland County Community College, New Kensington's campus. So what have we been talking about for years? Gun violence, criminal activity, the criminal element. And now maybe you understand the thought process of what's happening in D.C. with the National Guard. Look, nobody is talking about a police state or having a militia. But we need to take a closer look at what's happening, not just in the nation's capital, but right here in the place we call home. Not saying that our police, the brave men and women, cannot handle the activity that continues to just boggle one's mind, but anything we can do to give them a layer of security, and more importantly, give the citizenship a few extra opportunities to breathe easy, then let's do it. I think it's fair to say the criminals are winning. Sad to say, but they are. They're outnumbering the good men and women of law enforcement. There are more firepower, and there are more people on the wrong side of things than on the right side. I don't know how many stories we're going to have to continue to talk about that hit home like this one. I mean, think about it. Just someone trying to get an education to further themselves. And then once again, we have gunplay around a school setting. We've had that shooting at that Catholic elementary school in Minneapolis that we are still talking about. And I can remember 1999 being on the radio here when we started to hear about this story that turned out to be a horror story, meaning Columbine. And at that time, in 1999, I never thought I would ever be dealing with such a horrific story like that again. But I have been there since 1999, and now, years later, 2025, it seems to become a common occurrence. And once again, not as tragic, but still the whole thought process of gunplay in our society turning out to be a shooting. Once again, multiple gunshots, and we're talking about it tonight to begin the program. Crime and punishment, our legal system, the courts, obviously, the prison status in this country, but more importantly, law enforcement can only do so much. I don't care if it's the state police, it's the police department in the city, community, municipality, township, borough, wherever you live, or even those local brave sheriff's departments that are out there trying to give us all a layer of, self-confidence because they're there to protect. I do know one thing. What the president is doing has to be done. And whether they want it in Chicago or New York or Los Angeles or even here in Pittsburgh, face reality. Something has to be done to stop the madness, because if we don't stop it soon, every one of you within the sound of my voice tonight, KDK Radio, some way in your life, you'll be confronted by violence. It's just that common.